Hello and welcome to the A Star Ship. My name is Kale and we're doing some open source C++ vibe coding, aka Agentic Engineering, if there's really a difference. I don't know if you ask me. Agentic Engineering is just the only way to do vibe coding, right? Which means that Agentic Engineering is in fact vibe coding. But so what are we going to do today? Today we're going to start off doing a little bit of vibe coding to make a unit test that loads up this script that I wrote a very, very, very long time ago. And what is this API? I think it's like tiny file. It's a C API that I converted to the script API. And we're going to do some more work on it till it's unique. So find this at github.com/a starship /crabs. Like what I gave your mom and your dad. Oh, you don't want to know about that, huh? Gave your whole family crabs. Gave you crabs too. Here, it's right here. You can download it on GitHub. It's the Chinese Room Abstract Stack Machine. C++ data-driven agentic framework. One of the first agentic frameworks that never really got off the ground because I bit off more than I could chew. And honestly, I should have just kept going. My biggest mistake that I made with this library was giving up when I was so close to the finish line. And that I thought that I needed to compete the same way other APIs, such as TensorFlow, competed. And in hindsight, that was just stupid. Because, people use you because you're different. And, you know, sometimes other ways are more competitive. And this API was really innovative back in the day. It's still innovative today. But let's get a little bit of work done on it. Let's see what good old Copilot with the Claude Sonnet, even though I don't really like those Anthropic API, those Anthropic guys. Nobody seems to like them. I mean, makes you wonder if they're like Sam Bankman-Fried. You just got to wonder about all these Silicon Valley VC funded startups, whether or not they're spreading monkeypox in the background, because or with the FTX co-founders, it's they're kind of they're kind of creepy, and everybody says the same thing. And like, if everybody's saying the same thing, maybe you should maybe you should second guess these people, right? So I'm just gonna roll with it. Let the conspiracy theories come. All right. So what do we have? Nothing, huh? So first step is going to be to set the scene to the correct scene, and then we'll see what happens with the file. And then I'm going to go do the as soon as I get this thing vibe coding up, then I'm going to jump over to the matrix thing. All right, so all we have is just these two errors, it looks like, from the matrix, which is okay. The main goal is to get the matrix thing taken care of. And what else we got here? Let's look at the list real quick. Right combining buffer, that could be really cool. That's going to take a while. Also requires the matrix and the random number generator. I do not actually have the random number generator on here, do I? Did I close it out? I might have started Lork and then closed it out. Maybe I was supposed to make a new ticket because Lurk wasn't going to work out. That was the low rank recurrent convolutional random number generator. It was an experiment and I learned a lot from it, but it was a little bit half baked. Easiest way to describe it. Wouldn't I just say Lurk? Nope. All right. So regex string. Okay. So B sequence. This one I started implementing. So what else can we do? The file. This one's possible. This is a can of worms. That one's not going to get open for a while. This, okay. So that, um, maybe I should just start cloning. Okay, so I had the LLM give me a list of the things that I needed, and then um, I was unable to export it from OpenCode. So that was on a remote desktop. So I could try to restart that on this computer. Oh no, I forgot. Gemma 4 is not loaded. Um, or sorry, Gemma 4 is not working. It is having a tool call it with. So we're just stuck with this Copilot. All right, but let's just get it going real quick. Where is it? Copilot. Okay. Read what? Looking for the files that I need to look through. What is that? 13 templates. I just got to say file.hxx and then it should import it. Read dot slash file.hxx and seams / 19 dot file.hxx. And write a unit test that loads the file seams / test dot crafts. Okay, I mean this should be able to work. It's gonna take a minute though. That was loading. Do I have? Okay, what happened to my um my keyboard? Figure out what happened to the keyboard real quick. Uh, nope, wrong one. I. Then I. Sorry. Need the keyboard. Okay. Come on. Sorry. Huh? No. Sorry. Hmm. Uh-oh, now it's completely gone. This isn't going good at all. There it is. All right. There we go. Was that worth it? I don't know. You tell me. I think it's cool. But that was a pain in the butt, though. All right, so hey, do we have this? I don't know why it keeps putting K's before the constants. What is it saying? The unit test now. Does it run? Extension. All right. Let's get this file extension. So here is something that's Unicode related that I can hammer out real quick. So where is the class? So extension, this one's not implemented? Or is it blocked off? Extension. Oh, string find lab. And then maybe this one's not implemented because I don't really remember. Okay. So let us implement this real quick. Us. First off. Yes, fine. Well, place them all. 2. And then we're going to go into the string. Is it string F? I think so. There's string F, not HPP. I'm going to look at TS find. Find class. Oh, hey, look, we got it. So we scan to the end of the token. So last instance is if it wasn't found, then we're going to return nil pointer, basically. I'm not doing that style anymore. So does this make sense? Then we're going to go to the end of the string, while C, and then goes to null. And if that never found it, then that's nil. But if C equals token, and CHT, so this is the correct of the new way of doing it in the API that is compatible with ASCII and UTF strings. Last instance. This appears to be good to me. I think that the logic looks sound, so let us implement this. That's already got that. So then extension is this is just like a string that find the last index of this. So what if there's no dot? Does that mean the whole thing is an extension? Like what if the file name is just readme? Is that an extension? Okay. It's equal to nil. And then what is this? T string code count? TS code count. Name. Wait, first off, this is a const. Secondly, don't I need to pass this thing in? This thing needs a CHT with CHS. That CHS is the T. So CHT is a templated char. Oh, string. Yeah. Character string. Gotcha. CHA is 8-bit. It's either an ASCII character or a UTF-8 code unit. So find last. So what is CHT? This is where I haven't really thought this out 100%. So CHR is easy. It's the operating system default character. So everything's got to talk in the OS default. And you typically just make your app with the OS default. And then like C++, they use UTF-8, and then like C# and a lot of other languages use UTF-16. I don't know if you ask me, I'm not really sure if UTF-16 should be around for that. But I don't know. I mean, we got a lot of memory nowadays. It's just a pain in the butt. But I mean, string processing is pretty fast on computers, so I'm not sure if that really matters. So the extension, what if it's there's no extension? Don't I just return? I mean, it seems like I'm just supposed to wait, hold up. I'm derping. Derp, 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 derp. So the CHS, this thing, I need to figure out. Wait, this is CHR. So CHR is T. So usually I have CHT. I'm not sure I need that. So CHT equals what CHC? All right. So the CHCT allows me to change that between CHA and CHC in order to either load an ASCII string or a UTF-8 string using the operator overload set, which isn't too complicated. I mean, some people might say, hey, man, that's just way too much for me, bro. But I don't know what to tell you about that. Don't know exactly what to say. What happened to that? Don't I have my other cameras aren't showing up because I got some stupid cam link 4K Elgato and it's like notorious for bugging out. I wish I would have bumped down to 720p earlier because um if you ask me, live coding should just be at 720p. We got long videos. We don't have a lot of viewers. I mean, Google is I mean, they're entirely based off programming. So like, I know karmatically, I got good YouTube karma, but um, it's just gonna be if it's equal to not equal to nil, then plus plus period. I mean, delimiter, delimiter. So call ext, right? So this thing needs to have the URI, right? This thing, I don't know exactly what to do with this. I mean, one option is I could make like dim 2, dim 3, dim 4 that has a certain number of utility classes that make the dimensions. And then I can do this. This is what I started, how I started programming it, because that's how I do the boofer. So in this API, you put the ASCII data in the boofer. Okay? Don't ask any questions. Okay? um, so I was a little bit shaky on determining what I was supposed to use for the uh matrix, whether or not I wanted to allow you to continue to write to it. I've seen some decent use cases for continually writing to a matrix. I think you still specify the number of dimensions up front. And I'm not 100% sure I really need to support dynamically sized matrix at this time. It does complicate things quite a bit because it's three-dimensional and then uh, it's not just like a stack where I could just push stuff on. But it's more like theoretically it's like a mutable set. Or sorry, immutable. It's not like a mutable set. You would copy, you would like do an operation to move from one set to the other mathematically. It's like you define your dimensions on the input and the output, and then the pipe dimensions have to match the whole way along the pipe, or else the output is garbage. So, what did this thing write? Hello. Come on. There it is. What? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, KURI, and then it gave me this URI, and then it's loading it, and then can I like print it? So I'm testing to see if the file exists, and then let's see how smart it is. Wait, just click keep. Okay, can you add to the uh scene / what is that 19 file? I don't really necessarily like that it has a number at the beginning. I do find that that's like kind of a pain in the butt, but it does help me to organize the files. I mean, it's every once in a while it's a pain in the butt, like when I need the exact number. But it's just something that I just forget about. So I like it then. Um, Code that prints the file to the cons to the prints the file to the console sorry when the scene equals scene file. There's sorry, crabs file. How smart is it? Let's see. Is it intelligent? I'd like to know. Oh shoot! What else do we gotta do? I like the over-the-shoulder cam. It does get in the way sometimes, though. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit smaller. This is my new favorite tool. This thing. It's a air duster, and it blows all the dirt off. So like all my surfaces actually like are clean now. The best thing. This thing was like $20 on Amazon. All right. I don't like sitting here waiting for this thing. So I want to work asynchronously. So I'm going to look at this matrix class because it looks like that. I'm probably going to be able to check that in because there was just a super basic test, like just load up this file. The API I used is super common, so even though I wrapped it and changed the functions, it's uh what did I even do? So we use our API instead of theirs. And then, I add some overloader stuff like C++ stuff. So what's T? Do I do that to a file? Don't I just like write it? So it looks like I need to do a write thing. So uh instead of print, I don't know why that compiled. Seems like it should. There's a folder class? Oh, okay. So there's another thing. I forgot that there was this other one. Uh, what is this? C folder, A folder? Oh, because I changed it to A folder. This is that doesn't look right. Why is this just naked here? Um, exists. Huh? So it's opening a dir with some dummy folder. It's saying printf. What the hell? Doesn't look like. I want a folder. I got the end of the namespace right there. Okay. When you're doing C++, you got to check all those things. CHR. Do I need to change that here? CHR. A. Oh. And then this doesn't really make sense. Do I need? I usually don't even bother with the public, with the private stuff. I had more of a Python mentality. I only see the reason to have that. Unless